Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's pre-orders, and they are live. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Alright, so we got a massive week of releases with a ton of Thousand Suns coming out this week, as well as some Warhammer the Old World with the new Wood Elves. So let's go ahead and jump right in and take a look. So first off, we have the Codex Thousand Suns, $60 for Codex Thousand Suns. This is also going to have the digital code for the app as well, and this is our standard edition Codex. Then we also have the Codex Thousand Suns Collector's Edition. So same contents on the inside, but $110. So $50 premium for the Collector's Edition Codex. Again, you're going to get the digital code for the app. And then we have the online only, available while stocks last, Codex Thousand Suns Limited Edition. So $250 for the special limited edition Codex Thousand Suns bundle. And you're going to get a bunch of cool stuff in the set. You're going to get the cool little box and everything, the slipcase for it. You're going to get a special edition Codex, again with the same content inside. You're going to get some art prints that are only available in the set. You're going to get the data cards. You're also going to get the stratagem cards. You're going to get 6 objective markers made in metal. And then you're also going to get the remaining piece of the talisman. So the 4th piece of the talisman. So pretty cool set right here. Beautiful presentation. Obviously the art prints are absolutely awesome. The way this is all set up, very cool. The objective markers, and then of course the final piece of the talisman. So very nice out there for those collectors that have already picked up the last 3 sets or are super stoked for Thousand Suns. And keep in mind, these are going to go extremely quickly. They have all sold out on day 1. So if you are after this setup, make sure you don't mess around. And then moving on from there, we have the Thousand Suns dice. And I am definitely a big fan of these dice. You're going to get 16 dice in the set. They do have the sharp corners. You're going to have the blue kind of pearlescent look. And then we also have the yellow pips. And then, of course, we have the Thousand Suns faction symbol on the 6 face. So very cool, $33.50 for those. And then moving on from there, we have the Datasheet cards, Thousand Suns. So these are going to be the new Datasheet cards that are going to go along with the brand new Codex. $35 for the Datasheet cards. And then we have the brand new Combat Patrol Thousand Suns. So excellent new Combat Patrol. I am definitely a big fan of this one. You're going to get your Demon Prince, which can be built in many, many different variants, including the Thousand Suns variant or any of the other Chaos Gods. You're going to have the options for the backpack. You're going to have the options for the wings. This one Demon Prince kit has endless options. Very, very cool kit, and he's going to be very strong in Combat Patrol. We also have the Zangor Shaman, and then a squad of the Zangor Enlightened, and that's the dual build kit. And then, of course, we have a squad of Rubric Marines with the Sorcerer leading them. So very nice Combat Patrol, very thematic. Definitely looking forward to the rules and putting this one on the tabletop. Excellent box set, excellent starting point for those Thousand Suns players out there. And then we also have the brand new Thousand Suns Battleforce, the Warpflame Thrallband. So again, excellent Battleforce right here. First opportunity to get a hold of the new Sekar robots. You're going to get 2 sets of the robots in the set. You're going to get 1 squad of the Sorcerers with options for on foot or on disc. You're going to get 1 squad of the Scarab Occult Terminators and then 1 squad of Rubric Marines. Once again, excellent starting point for Thousand Suns players out there. And also this box set is $210. The box sets recently have been $240. So this one also like $30 cheaper. I think again, this is going to be a great starting point for Thousand Suns players out there. I think this will go along very nicely with the Combat Patrol and make for an excellent starting force for the Thousand Suns. Very, very excited for this new box set. Excellent box set, excellent deal. Definitely expect this to sell out quickly. Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products, including miniatures, terrain, paint, tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you. And then moving on from there, we had the Soulblight Gravelords Battle Tome. We've got the Soulblight Gravelords Dice, Soulblight Gravelords Gamers Edition. We've got the White Knight Lord on Skeletal Steed. We got the Soulblight Gravelords Manifestations. Lots of stuff from the previous weeks here. We've got the Cursed Sepulchre Nexus of Grief, the Death Rattle Skeletons, Barrow Knights, Barrow Guard. So quite a bit of new stuff coming out here. We have the Spearhead Soulblight Gravelords. We have the Vampire Lord on Nightmare Steed. We have Prince Vordry, the Lord of the Crimson Keep. Again, a dual build kit. We have the Blades of the Hollow King. All these items officially coming out this week. Then we have some more brand new stuff. We've got the Wood Elf Realms dice set. So $44 for the dice here. I know they're a little more expensive when they come out for Warhammer the Old World because they have some special dice in the set, but definitely getting pricey for the dice here in the Old World. We have the Wood Elf Realms reference card pack with all the reference cards for the new rules. And then we have the Arcane Journal Wood Elf Realms. That's going to be basically like your Battle Tome or Codex for the new Wood Elves. $28 for that. Then we got a bunch of returning models. We have the Wood Elf Mages for $60. We have the Wood Elf Beast Pack for $110. We've got the Way Watchers for $40. The Warhawk Riders for $80. And then moving on, we got a bunch more models coming. The War Dancer Troop for $40. The War Dancer Troop Command for $40. We have the Tree Man returning for $62.50. We have the Tree Kin coming back for $65. And then we have Orion King of the Woods returning for $70. We have the Wood Elf Noble on Forest Dragon for $80. We have the Wood Elf Noble on Great Eagle for $58. Wood Elf Noble on Great Stag. And keep in mind that most of these metal kits, and most of them are metal kits, are going to be coming online only. And then moving on from there, we have the Branch Wraith for $15. The Wood Elf Mage on Warhawk for $50. We have the Wood Elf Noble on Elven Steed for $30. We have the Wood Elf Waystalker for $15. Some of these models holding up better than some of the others. A lot of these are like super cool and classic. I definitely remember these from when I was much younger and used to play Wood Elves. Then we also have the Wood Elf Nobles for $45. We have the Wild Riders coming in plastic now for $85. Then we have Araloth, the Lord of Talsyn for $30. We have the Glade Riders coming back for $60. Then moving on here, we have the Eternal Guard coming back for $85. We have the Glade Guard coming back for $85. And then we have the Wood Elf Realms Battalion. So nice new box coming back here. Definitely a nice deal over the MSRP value of the Wood Elf Realms on their own. So $185 for this box set. You're going to get quite a few plastic miniatures. Definitely a good deal and a good starting point for Wood Elf players out there. And then moving on from there, we've got a couple of the books here. Dark Oath in paperback for $17.99. We have Lions of the Parch in paperback for $17.99. The Dead Kingdom in paperback for $17.99. We have the new Realmstone Raiders Rivals deck for $30. We have the Knives of the Crone for $44. And then we had the new White Dwarf, $512 for $11. That one's going to be focused in on the Death Guard. And then we have the Whisper Merchant and Psychoteric Thrall for $39. The Prophet of Redemption for $39. Cadus Next, the Blood Crow for $58. So quite a few models coming out here. We have the Arcane Frogs returning in resin for $24. And then we have the Silver Helms coming in plastic for the High Elves, $62.50. We have the High Elf Lore Master returning for $30. And then we have a couple of items that were sold out from the previous weeks. Usharan, Mortarch of Delusion in hardback. And then, of course, Grotznik, the Mad Doc Limited Edition Orc Novel. So quite a bit of cool stuff coming out this week. Definitely super exciting for the Wood Elf players out there and the Thousand Suns players. I know a lot of this stuff is going to go quickly, especially the limited edition stuff for the Thousand Suns. I would expect the Collector's Edition Codex, the Limited Edition Codex, and then also the Thousand Suns Battleforce to be selling out very quickly. So if you are after any of those, make sure you get them before they're gone. Let me know what you're most excited about this week. Are you going to be picking up some Wood Elves? Are you picking up the last of the High Elves? Are you looking forward to the new Thousand Suns rules or models? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and I am super stoked for the Thousand Suns. And I'm out of here.